I'm so excited. I bought a bunch of yuca yesterday. It's my favorite root vegetable, mostly grown in the tropics. It's also called cassava. I discovered yuca, some people say yuca or yucca. I discovered it when I was eating at a lot of Cuban restaurants in Florida. They usually have it either boiled or fried, like yucca fries, and they're both awesome. It is very high in starches and carbs, so if you're counting your carbs and calories, I'm sorry, but it's well worth it. I like to buy it fresh, but you can also buy it frozen in the grocery stores. I've just never tried it that way. Now, it can be very hard to find, unfortunately. When I lived in Texas, I would find it in some grocery stores, even Walmart, but when you buy it, it's often has already gone bad. When you cut into it, it can have these black specks or streaks and have like a rotten smell. And unfortunately, when it's grown and harvested, if it's not cut up and cooked within 24 hours, it tends to go bad. So they tend to cover it in this wax to make it last longer in the stores. When I moved out here to Tennessee, I could not find it, and I was so frustrated, but I finally found it at a Middle Eastern grocery store, as long as I went on the day they got their produce deliveries. So here we go. I have to show you how amazing this yuca is. This is a wonderful piece of yuca, where it's just all super pretty white and there's no discolorations or black marks. Unfortunately, I bought so much in Texas and it had already started going bad. Now, when you cook it and prepare it, it takes some time. I always boil it. I have made fries, but it just takes a lot of time. And you have to peel off the skin very well, because otherwise yucca does contain some cyanide-like derivatives, and people can get cyanide poisoning if it's not peeled really well and then cooked really well. And then after you peel it, so I've got this peeled piece, you cut it, you cut it in fourths. And so I've cut it in half, and there's like this woody piece down the center that you have to cut out. So I cut it in half again, and then I'm just going to go down the center here and remove the woody part. And then I'm going to cut it in chunks, and I'm going to boil it. Now you have to boil it for at least 20 to 30 minutes until it's really soft. I love to serve it right away. It has this wonderful moist, almost buttery texture, but once it starts sitting out, it kind of dries out quickly. I love to serve it with butter and garlic. I've even put some in the freezer and used it as a resistant starch in my smoothies. If you don't remember what resistant starch is, you should watch my video. So I'm going to go ahead and cook this, and I'll come back later to show you the final product. So I'm all finished and ready for dinner. I cooked this for a good 30 minutes. It's real moist. And here's my finished yuca. I love to serve it with melted butter, especially garlic butter, touch of salt, and it has this just buttery, moist, dense texture. It's just wonderful to me. So, wish you could try it. It's awesome. Research shows that clicking the thumbs up and subscribe button will make fingers healthy and strong, and besides, it's free.